Hi, thanks for purchasing and taking part in these online yoga sessions that I'm providing. So just a couple of bits of guidance when you're doing this at home, making sure that the area that you're using to do your yoga in is as tidy as it can be, or if there are any objects like a coffee table or a sofa that can't be moved, or a lampshade above you, just making sure that you're aware of where those objects are and you're adjusting as you need to. Also as well, make sure that you're feeling okay before doing yoga. So if you're feeling ill at all, or you've got a headache, cold, or whatever it might be, if you're not feeling quite right, then maybe delaying doing your yoga practice until later in the day or another day. Take all of my instructions that I give you as guidance. So if it doesn't feel right, or if there's any pain or discomfort, then only coming into the posture to a point that it's comfortable for you, or you can choose not to come into the posture, or you can choose to take a break as you need to. I will offer options and modifications to some of the postures, but if they don't quite work for you, then feel free to make further adjustments that seem sensible for your own body. So thank you for joining in, and enjoy. So either seated cross-legged or legs in front if it's uncomfortable on the knees, and we'll just extend up tall and allow the chin to drop slightly, and we'll just close the eyes for a few moments and just taking your attention, your awareness to your breath. And taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. How you feel in your body, how you feel in your mind. Are there any thoughts bouncing around, or are you quite settled? So you're aware of the rise or expansion and contraction of your chest, the air coming in and out of your nostrils. We use these techniques of noticing different parts of the body to help bring you into the present moment. So we're using our body to bring us present. And we'll open the eyes. So we're extending up tall again, and we'll fold forward from here. So we're bringing the chest forwards first, and then we're reaching forwards, fingertips down, head hanging. And if you're able, you'll shuffle your fingertips forwards and away from there. And then shuffling your fingers back, pressing yourself up. If you've got the legs crossed, we'll change the cross of the legs. And we'll extend up, and chest moves forward again, and reaching forwards, fingertips down, head hanging. And again, if you're able, maybe walking the fingertips away. And then shuffling, walking the hands back, press yourself up. The right fingertips down on the ground, raising the left arm up. So as you bring the left arm up, you're reaching up and then you're reaching over to the right side. And then back to center, left hand down, lifting the right arm up, reaching up and then reaching over to the left. And back to center. Once more on each side, right hand down, left arm up, reaching up and over. And then back to center, and once more on the left side, so left hand down and right arm up, reaching up and over. And from here we'll come into a seated twist. We take that right fingertips behind and to the side, raise the left arm up, reach up to the ceiling, and left arm across outside of your right leg, gently turning the chest to the right, opening the chest to the right side. And back to centre and through to the left, so left fingertips behind, raising the right arm up, reaching up, back of the right hand outside of that left leg, and if we can, opening the chest a bit more to the left side. We'll do this twist once more on each side, so we'll release and come round to the right, right fingertips behind, raise the left arm up, reach up, and back of the left hand down outside of the right leg, gently turning, twisting to the right. And then we'll come back to centre and through to the left. So left fingertips behind, raise the right arm, reach up, back of the right hand outside of the left leg, gently twisting to the left. And then we'll come back to centre. From here we'll come to hands and knees. So from all fours, stepping the hands forwards about a hand's length and then taking the bum back to the heels. Coming forward, so the hips move towards the ground as you take your gaze forward, and we'll run through this movement for a few rounds. And we can inhale as we're moving forward, as we take the gaze forwards, breathing out as we take the bum back. And then pausing in an upright in an all fours position, bring the wrists back under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So a few rounds of hovering the knees up, so short distance off the mat as you're comfortable with, and making sure we're not holding the breath as we do that. So we'll lift the knees up, steady breath in and out, and then down, and we'll step the hands forwards about a hand's length. Bring the shoulders forwards above the wrists and lift the knees. And then down, one more step forwards, shoulders move forwards, lift the knees. And then down, reversing the steps, so hands come back about a hand's length, and we're lifting. And then down. And one more step back with the hands, lifting the knees, and then down. Just walking towards the top of your mat if you're not there already. So from our all fours position, so left hand and knee stay down, we're turning to the face to the right, so we straighten the right leg, raise the right arm up. So right fingertips are to the ceiling, and if you can, just allowing the right arm to come behind you a bit more, so we feel a bit more stretch across chest and shoulder. And then bringing the right arm alongside your head, reaching forwards, so you feel the stretch up that right side of the body. And right arm up, fingertips to ceiling. And again, if the shoulder allows, allowing the weight of the arm to draw that shoulder behind you, right arm behind you. And then right arm alongside the head, reaching forwards. And returning to hands and knees. Then we'll turn to the left. So we straighten the left leg as you turn. Raise the left arm up, left fingertips to the ceiling. And again, if your left shoulder allows, the left arm's coming behind. And left arm alongside your head and reaching forwards. And then left arm up, fingertips to ceiling, left arm behind the head, sorry, coming behind you, stretching across your chest and shoulder. And then once more, left arm alongside the head, reaching forwards. And then we'll return to hands and knees. From all fours, we'll bring the right foot forwards and come into an upright position. So the left knee's down, right foot forwards, and we'll shuffle the foot forwards. And from here, we'll go through the transitions of back bend and then folding forwards and working towards straightening this front leg. If you struggle to straighten it, you'll do as best you can and fold forwards from there. So we've got as you look down, the ankle is further away than your knee, and then we'll bring the hips forwards to bring the knee roughly above the ankle, and you start to feel stretch in this left thigh. We'll raise the arms, left hand to your right wrist, taking the gaze up to the ceiling, leaning back, and again, making sure we're not holding the breath. And then allow the arms to come down, so we're working towards straightening this right leg, so the hands can come down to the right leg, or if you're able, maybe a fingertip on the ground, allowing the head to hang. So you'll be aware of that tightness down the back of the right leg, and as you're breathing out, you're imagining the body relaxing, you're imagining the tightness releasing. And then we bring the hips forwards again. So the right knee moves forwards above the ankle as you raise up, raise the arms up. Left hand, right wrist, taking the gaze to the ceiling, leaning back. And then we'll come forwards, work towards straightening right leg, hands coming down, steady breath. And then both of these positions once more. So the hips move forwards, right knee moves forwards, raising up, left hand, right wrist, leaning back. And then we'll release the hands and fold forwards. Hands down, head hanging. From here, bring in the hips forwards and we'll switch legs. So we'll take the right leg back, left foot forwards. And again, just shuffling that left foot forwards so the ankle is ahead of the knee, in an upright position. Gently pressing the hips forwards, raise the arms up, right hand, left wrist, leaning back, taking the gaze up. And then we'll start to fold forwards. So if you can, the left leg straightens as you bring your hands down, head hanging. And again, as we're breathing out, we're imagining the tension in the back of the left leg releasing. And bringing the hips forwards again as you raise up. Left knee moves forwards, right hand to the left wrist, leaning back, gaze to ceiling. And again, we'll release and fold forwards. Head hanging. So both of these positions once more. Hips move forwards as you raise up. Right hand, left wrist, leaning back. And then one more fold forward. So release the hands. Work towards straightening the left leg as you bring your hands down, head hanging. And then we'll bring the hips forwards, shuffle the left foot towards you. From here, we'll come up into a warrior one. So we want to curl the right toes under, straighten the right leg, get the right foot flat, and raise the arms up. So we're hips, chest forwards. Left leg is bent with the knee above the ankle. Interlace the fingers behind your back. And then we'll draw the hands away and bring chest forwards. Head hanging, working hands to the ceiling. Release the hands, staying in this folded forward position. So we're going to transition to revolve triangle from here. So we're going to straighten the left leg, Right arm across, either onto the left leg or outside of the left leg. Left fingertips reach up to the ceiling, or left arm behind the back if you're struggling reaching up. From here we'll transition to Warrior Two. So with arms to the side as you turn, left knee moves forwards. We'll just step that right foot out, right arm behind, looking forwards over your left hand in Warrior Two. Straightening your left leg to triangle. So we reach forwards, back of the left hand down, right fingertips are to ceiling. So in our triangle pose, we're always trying to, if we can, keep that chest sideways on. If you struggle to do that, you can come upright a little bit more, slide the left hand up the inside of that left leg. From here, we're going to transition to lunge position. So we need to step the right foot over to the right a bit to come onto the ball of the foot. And again, left knee moves forwards above the ankle, raise the arms up, hips, chest facing forwards. We'll come into lunge twist, so hands together in front of the chest and twist to the left. So right elbow across, right arm outside of your left leg if you can manage, left fingertips to the ceiling. Coming back round to lunge, so keeping the arms up as you raise up, hips, chest forwards. So we'll keep the left arm where it is, and we're going to take the gaze with the right hand as you take it down to your right thigh. So you're just resting the hand on the right thigh, so this is working on our balance, looking down towards that right hand. From here we'll come into side stretch, so as you raise the right hand back up, left hand comes down to your left hip, taking your gaze forwards, reaching up to the ceiling through the left fingertips, reaching over the top to the left side. So reaching up to the ceiling through the right fingertips, reaching over to the left side. So back to that previous position, so you're raising your left hand up, right hand comes down to your right thigh, taking your gaze with it. And then we'll raise the right hand and bring the left hand to the left hip, taking your gaze forwards, reach up through the right fingertips and then reach over the top to the left. Both of these positions once more. So the right hand comes down as you raise up the left hand, taking your gaze down to your right hand. And again, we raise up the right hand, left hand to the left hip, reach up to the ceiling through the right fingertips, reach over the top to the left side. And we'll come back to center, so we raise the left arm up, gaze is forwards into lunge. We'll fold forwards from here, so we're going to straighten the left leg. It should allow the right foot to be flat. And we're going to bring the chest forwards as we take the hands down, either to your left leg, or if you're able, you'll pop a fingertip down on the mat. Pausing here for a couple of breaths. From this position, we're going to transition into a wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to bring that left foot round so the left toes are pointing the same direction as the right. Walk the hands round, and you might just need to adjust the position of the feet slightly. So we should be in a position where we are facing off, you're looking down, toes are pointing in the same direction. And we're going to walk the hands over to the lower left leg. Gently guide the upper body towards the left leg. And then we'll walk the hands over to the lower right leg. And gently guide the upper body towards the right leg. And then we'll walk the hands back to center. And then we're going to come into an upright position. We'll come back to Warrior Two. So we turn that left foot round. Left knee moves forwards above the ankle, left arm in front, right arm behind. From here, we're going to step the right foot forwards and come into chair pose. Raising the arms up. Left foot back to Warrior One. So left foot is flat, hips, chest facing forwards. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the hands away. And again, the chest moves forwards as your head moves towards the ground. Raising the hands up towards the ceiling if you're able. And then releasing the hands down, staying folded forwards for the moment. So we'll make our way to our revolve triangle. So we're straightening the right leg. Left hand across either onto that right leg or on the outside. And if you can, right fingertips to ceiling, or if you struggle with that, right arm behind your back. From here, we're going to transition to Warrior Two. So as you come up, taking the arms, keeping the arms to the side, turning that left foot out, so you might just need to shuffle it over. So you're looking forwards over the top of the right hand. From here to triangle, so we straighten the right leg. Reach forwards through the right fingertips, back of the right hand down, left fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling, so the action of reaching up will help get your chest sideways on, get the most out of this stretch. From here we'll transition to lunge, so the right knee moves forwards, stepping the left foot over to the left a bit to allow you to have the feet hip width apart. So the right knee's forwards, hips chest forwards, raising the arms up, hands together in front of the chest, twisting to the right, so left elbow across, and if you can, left arm outside of the right leg as you reach, right fingertips to ceiling. From here we'll raise up and come back to lunge, so we're raising up, hips chest forwards, raising the arms up. So we'll go through those two transitions that we did last time on the other side. So the right arm stays up, left hand comes down to your left thigh, taking your gaze with it. So looking down to that left hand. And then we raise up the left hand as you bring your right hand to your right hip. Reach up through the left fingertips and then reach over the top to the right. And again, the right hand comes up as we take the left hand down to the left thigh, looking down towards your left leg, and then right hand to the right hip as you raise your left arm up, reach up and then reach over the top to the right side, and the left hand comes down, right hand up, both of these movements once more, so you're looking down towards your left hand, and as you raise the left hand we take the right hand to the right hip, reach up through the left fingertips, reaching over the top to the right side, and then coming back to centre, raising the arms up. We'll step the left foot forwards and come to standing, hands together in front of the chest. We'll take a breath in and out, we'll breathe in and out. Inhale, taking your hands up, breathing out as you fold forwards, and then lifting into flat back, hands to the mat, and we'll step back to plank. All the way down onto the mat, extending your toes, inhale, lifting into cobra, breathing out down, and curl the toes under and we'll come to downward dog. And stepping forwards, folding forwards. Inhale as you come up, hands together above your head. Breathing out as you come down. And inhaling as you come up. Breathing out, folding forwards. And lifting into flat back. Hands down and back to plank. All the way down. Extend toes, inhale, lifting. Breathing out down. Curl the toes under. Pressing up and back into downward dog, and we'll pop the knees down onto the mat and a few rounds of cat-cow. So we're tipping pelvis back, gently forwards, taking the gaze forwards, and we'll continue this movement, inhaling as you take your gaze forward and breathing out as your back arches. Pausing in a flat back position from here to extended child's pose, so knees wide, shuffle the toes towards each other, bum sinks back towards your heels, slide the hands away if you're able, fingers spread, hands gently pressing forwards, and then inhale, lifting up, bringing your shoulders forwards, breathing out, coming back down. And we'll continue this movement of inhaling, coming up, breathing out, down. And then pausing in an upright all fours position. From here, we'll come to a seated position with the legs out in front, and we're going to have a go at upward facing plank. So if you do suffer with any pain in the wrist, do be a bit mindful coming into this. So we've got the hands roughly behind the bum, fingertips or fingers pointing towards the feet. So in a moment we'll inhale as we lift the hips up, take the gaze up to the ceiling. So as you take your next breath in, we're inhaling, lifting the hips, pointing the toes, taking the gaze up. And slowly down. Inhale as you lift up, gaze to ceiling. Steady breath, so we're not holding that inhale. And then down. And then once more, inhaling and lifting, pressing the hips up. And then slowly down. And from here to legs bent and feet flat lying down. So we'll do a few rounds of bridge, reaching down with the fingertips, catch the backs of the heels. And as you're doing bridge, just being mindful that the knees don't splay out to the side. So we're trying to, as you look down, hips, and there's a straight line, the knees and the ankles behind. So we inhale, lift the bum up, peel the spine up, pressing the hips up, breathing out, down. Inhaling as you come up. And breathing out, back down again. Inhaling up. Breathing out, down. Continuing this movement. And then pausing next time the back is on the mat. We'll allow both legs to the right and we'll keep them there for a few breaths. And then inhale, center, breathe out to the left. And keeping them there. And then gently side to side. So we inhale, center, breathe out to the right. Inhaling up, breathing out, down. And then pausing when you're back to center, and we'll extend the left leg, so sliding the left foot away, and we'll lift up the right foot and guide the right leg to the left as you roll onto your left side. Right fingertips on the ground on the right side. And again, noticing when you're breathing, and with that breath out, maybe your body edges into the twist just a little bit more. And then we come back to center and switch. So we bend up the left, extend the right, and guide that left leg over to the right side as you roll onto the outside of your right leg. And then back to center, and we'll spend a few moments in relaxation, So you're lying flat, arms by your side, closing the eyes. And again, just noticing how you feel. And we'll take some deeper breaths. And bend the legs up and roll to one side. Press up to a seated position. And bring the hands together, closing the eyes. So thank you all for getting up, doing some yoga. Hope you feel good for it. Namaste.